This episode of Sewer Baby is brought to you by success, something we will never experience. I feel like we don't have the work ethic to be successful.
The work ethic? You mean like turning on a microphone? Work ethic?
Yeah, what is it? What am I supposed to say?
Ethic, I think is what you're looking for.
I heard it both ways.
What do you propose?
Dual suicide?
Okay.
A suicide pact.
Okay.
We ended on a live stream.
Now, when you make a suicide pact, do you cut your hand and shake hands, or cut your wrist and start the process and shake wrists? Rub wrists?
I don't think you can do that during this era because you have to be 6 feet apart. Speaking of social distancing,
Yeah.
last week I was recovering from a cold.
Yes.
And you came to my home
Yes.
to record this podcast.
Yes.
And you wore a mask throughout the entire episode.
Yes.
Now, you disclosed to me that you have been spending time with someone who is, in fact, ill.
Okay.
And so I sent you an email earlier today requesting you to put on 2 masks. So, double masking, if you will.
Yeah.
One mask on top of the other, because the new CDC guidelines say there's a study that double masking reduces your exposure way more than single masking.
Right.
But you arrive at my home,
Yes.
where I am most vulnerable,
Yes.
and you are maskless.
Right.
So then it occurs to me, you only care about your own well-being. Because when I was sick,
Yeah.
when I was recovering,
Yeah.
and almost not sick, every day you were emailing me, what are your symptoms? What are your symptoms? Are you better yet?
I don't think it was every day.
It felt like it.
Well,
You were pestering me.
go ahead.
You were pestering.
For your story. Continue. I thought the email you sent me was a joke. Like you were saying how ridiculous that is. Because even more effective than 2 masks is just holding your breath. Or 10 masks. Just stop breathing.
I think soon they're going to ask us, they're going to require us to shove a sock down our mouths and duct tape our faces shut
And they'll jerk off while watching it.
onto our duct taped faces.
That'll be our last memory of this brutal existence.
Because that's the whole play of these elites. They want to jack off on our faces. That's what this entire thing was about.
Bukake? Here we go. It's time for palm licking time. And for those of you poor bastards that joined us on the live stream, I wish he had had some chocolate then, because his energy was low. He was angry. And I think now that he had a chance to vent, maybe he's going to feel better.
I'm glad you brought that up,
So am I.
because I'm sure not everyone knows that we do a live stream every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And by every Wednesday, I mean we did it last week and tonight.
Yes.
And it's a pre-show.
Yes.
We do it before this show, right before the show. That's why we wear the same outfits in the live stream as we are in this recorded, pre-recorded episode. So feel free to join us. I believe we had 8 people on tonight's live stream.
It's a party.
And you guys get to submit your questions and ideas and topics for us to talk about immediately after in this episode.
Yes.
Do you remember any of the topics they suggested?
Truthfully, no. Well, that's not true. I remember Stallone versus Schwarzenegger, but we covered that. Stallone. What was wrong with you was a topic. Fitness journey to date was another topic as far as an update.
On your journey?
Just in general, I think both of us, we're both on a journey.
I think people who use the word journey should have their heads caved in with a crowbar.
Go on. Is that your thoughts on the fitness journey?
People who throw the word journey into every pointless, mundane aspect of their lives.
Right.
Just shut up.
Right.
You want to be Instagram influencer jackass. Shut your face. You're not on a journey. Your life is garbage. You're going in circles. Very small circles. Very small. And then you will die. There's no journey. You are not the hero of a movie. Not even your own movie. I'm the hero of your movie, and you're garbage.
Chocolate number 2. Things should turn around hopefully after chocolate number 3. This is great.
So one of the questions we had on the live stream that they want us to talk about, what is our Mount Rushmore of UFC fighters?
Mm-hmm.
You go first.
I have to put Conor up there.
Of course, he's the only UFC fighter you know by name.
Yes. Your turn.
GSP,
Nice.
front and center.
I like Hoist.
I guess for history's sake,
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier.
Go on.
I
Go
thought we
on.
were going back and forth. Dum-dum.
Yeah, I don't really have anyone else. GSP was going to be one of the ones I mentioned.
John Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, steroids, whatever. Anderson Silva.
If you could face off 2 of them against each other, regardless of weight class, who would it be?
I would have loved to see a GSP Anderson Silva super fight in their primes. Now, of course, Anderson had the weight advantage, but if we could somehow mitigate that, that would have been fun.
Like locking him up for a couple weeks. Starve him. I still prefer the original UFC, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just the look of shock and bewilderment of some of these guys when they'd face their opponents and start getting the shit kicked out of them and realize that they're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Because it was the first time they actually were in a fight
Yeah.
and not sparring in a dojo.
Yeah, it was like a spectator that got up at the wrong moment to get some popcorn and just got caught in the lights going to the ring, and he just went with it. It was ridiculous. Like that dude, the guy that wore the shoes, the boxing shoes.
Right. Remember there was a guy who had one boxing glove?
Was there?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, man. It was like, it took me back to like Gladiator days. Not that I was there, but it was similar in the sense that it was a surprise on what was going to happen. The fighters themselves were getting surprised. You can't beat that. I want some form of that again.
I think the cat's out of the bag. I don't think we can have styles face off like that anymore.
They know better.
They know better.
Yeah.
They trained in isolation before. They thought, oh, my style is better than that style. But now, everybody's cross-training. You got your kickboxing, you got your boxing, you got your wrestling, you got your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Some people, they do sambo.
What about not enough people still doing ninjutsu?
No, the one ninjutsu practitioner who fought in the early UFC didn't do great.
He got dealt with, right?
Yeah. So I think there wasn't a big rush to learn ninjutsu for fighting in the UFC after how well he did.
Do you think he focused too much of his time on the hand signs of the ninjutsu as opposed to the fighting technique?
Well, I think he should have worked more on invisibility.
Mm-hmm. Or smoke bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there's a market for us to bring back ninjutsu to its previous glory?
I've been thinking a lot lately
About ninjutsu?
about going to Japan and training in ninjutsu, just dedicating my life to it.
Right.
I feel like I need a cause. I feel like I'm just drifting aimlessly in life.
Yes.
And I think ninjutsu will give me the structure I need.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Do you want to come with me?
No. But
We-
you should go as soon as possible.
We could room together.
Is that a euphemism?
How would
for
we
some
do this
sort of,
podcast?
like, weird Japanese gay activity? Is that what your version is? Is ninjutsu a euphemism for you? Is that just a cool, rad way of saying butt banging?
Listen, dude,
Yes.
don't disrespect ninjutsu like that.
I'm sorry. I should have more respect.
How would we do the podcast if I'm in Japan and you're here? You have to come with me.
First of all, we wouldn't be able to do a podcast because when you commit to a life in ninjutsu, you only communicate with your hands.
Idiot.
It's a life of silence.
I didn't say go to a Shaolin monastery.
How many ninjas have you watched do a podcast?
Exactly.
They're men
dumb.
of silence. You don't know they're there unless the seats are empty and you just hear voices.
Do you know how much better our podcast would be if we didn't talk
Yeah. So much better.
and we just did ninjutsu?
The ratings would go through the... Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? We got our swords out and we're not talking.
Oh boy.
We're just battling swords. Do you guys want to see that?
Do you want to see us cross swords and stab each other with dinks?
Why do you have to get gay, dude?
What?
Why are you obsessed with gayness?
What is going on? What are you saying?
Every time I
Right
talk
now.
about manly stuff
I'm
like
talking
ninjutsu, you take it to a gay place immediately.
I'm talking about ninjutsu, man. What color ninja would you want to be?
Multicolored.
The United Benetton, the LBJ TSQ TWQRS of ninjas.
Do you remember Octagon with Chuck Norris?
No.
The Super Ninja.
Yes.
He was multicolored.
Yes.
It was like, going by memory, I could have this all wrong, but blue and there's some red. You know what I mean?
right.
Because he was the master death ninja.
Is that what you're wearing right now? Are you wearing your ninja outfit?
Oh my God.
You're just not wearing your mask because out of principle, as a sign of protest, you won't wear a mask?
Are you having a stroke?
Yeah, I think so. I'm also shivering because it's so cold here.
The heater is pointed right
I know
at you.
and you're such a gentleman for doing that, but my back is freezing.
You realize every time you come here, you say the same thing, and yet you show up in a t-shirt every time. Are you a dum-dum?
Fashion over everything. So multicolor ninja.
Yeah.
Would you choose one ninja out? See, for me, I think my go-to would be black, and then I change it based on where I am. So white in the snow, camouflage in the desert.
No, I'd be neon.
You're not
Multicolored
trying to
neon.
hide anything.
No, dude.
It's like, I'm such a badass ninja. Over here, bring it on.
Honestly, can I tell you what I thought when you just said your color choices?
What?
When you said black and where was it?
Regular.
Okay. White in the snow. I thought, dude, that's pussy.
Right.
Like you're hiding.
Yeah.
I understand. Oh, ninjas blend in, stealth. I get that. I
Yes.
get that. But if you are such a death level ninja,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm just like, bring it.
You want like a neon sign. You're like playing a guitar. You have a speaker right next to you.
Yeah.
Ninja is here.
Dude, I'm talking neon. I'm talking tiger stripes.
Yeah.
Just loud.
Almost like you're not a ninja. You're dressed like a flamenco dancer, but you know how to kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, test me.
Yeah.
Test me.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
And then first shot, you get dropped.
Do you know how fast I look?
Yo, boy. You look like a blur of sunlight. So if that counts as being fast,
Exactly.
yeah,
I'm the speed of sunlight.
right. It takes centuries for it to arrive to us.
And that would be a good time for you to apologize to me.
For?
What you said about me
It
on
stands.
the last podcast.
It stands. It stands. It doesn't change anything.
You tried to humiliate me on the show.
I think you do a good enough job of that yourself.
You said
Yes.
that I was very slow when I played basketball.
You were very slow.
And you said that when I did finger rolls, I was
Yes.
very slow.
Yes. Still true.
And you mocked me.
Yes.
And I told you
Yes.
that speed was by design to throw off everybody else's rhythm because they're expecting explosive speed.
Correct.
And you just laughed at me. And then you saw some videos on the internet.
That's the creepy thing. I was shown videos on Instagram, suggested videos of Casey Anderson. I think that's his name. No one actually cares. about being potentially the slowest guy in the NBA, and then some other dude that was also obnoxiously slow. It doesn't change anything.
And these highlight reels, in these clips, what moves were they doing?
The finger roll.
Finger roll. Slowly.
Very slow.
And it went in. You know why?
Major shake.
It threw off the rhythm of the other guys. Because the other guys are reacting fast because they're expecting explosiveness. So their timing is off.
They've already jumped 3 times.
Exactly. It throws off their timing.
Yeah.
And so it works.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is they've jumped 3 times. Then everybody starts staring at the shot clock. No one's looking at you with the layup. And then boom. It doesn't change the fact that it's incredibly painful to see.
Do you feel bad
Not at all.
about the things you said about me?
I don't. They stand. It's horrifying. I never said you weren't effective using it. It was just mind-boggling and frustrating to see.
I can be explosive when I want to.
You've just never wanted to in your entire life to date.
I like to preserve my calories.
Do you think that when you become a ninja in Japan, you will incorporate some explosiveness into that? Or is that just something you're holding in your back pocket for the rest of your life?
The thing is, you would be dead before you see my speed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not a clue.
Exactly.
But you just said you want to be visible.
Right. You see me standing.
Then
Gates of heaven. How did I get here?
did I just go through a time portal? Was that a ninja or an astrophysicist? He was dressed like one.
I don't know if astrophysicists dress in
Crazy
neon
colors.
tiger stripe.
The
I
ones
think-
that have access to time portals, dude.
Because they're going back to the 80s.
The only place they go back to the 80s and then they tear up all the documents.
If I had a time machine, I would punch in January 1st, 1980. Once I arrive, I immediately proceed to smash the time machine
But shouldn't you keep it?
so that
You
when
can
you get
keep
to
going back.
1989,
Yes. Smashing it would be a noob move. Too short-sighted.
that's true. Then I could avoid ever seeing grunge. You were 40 in the 80s, right?
Pounds.
So let's speak about your fitness journey now that you brought up weight. How much weight have you lost since our last podcast?
Don't you find people that call things journeys obnoxious?
Yes. And on our previous episode, you called your quest a fitness journey multiple times.
Did I?
It's on record.
So anyways, yeah. I've lost 30 pounds, dude.
Why?
Just cause, dude.
That's
I'm on a
not
journey.
funny.
I'm on a fitness journey.
Dude, that's not funny.
Your fitness journeys always fail. So I thought, you know what? I'm sick of hearing how he can't do it, can't cut it, can't make it. So I'm going to make my fitness journey happen. Oh, shoot. Nothing to really tell, man. I think I'm a couple pounds lighter than last week.
Uh-huh.
What can I tell you? After the episode that we filmed, I went to McDonald's, got a bunch of delicious food, came home and celebrated a good night. And yeah, things are good.
But since that scheduled cheat meal that you purged up immediately after, what has your diet been like? Have you sworn off the morning smoothies after your kidney stone attack?
No. I've still had a couple.
What is that constant beeping? Is that from you?
No, I think there's something very wrong in this place.
I don't have anything that beeps.
You do. We can discuss it later.
Is it your pacemaker?
No.
Because you know your iPhone 12 disrupts pacemakers.
Yes, it does.
That's actually a fact.
That is facts.
That's actually come to light.
Yeah. It's not a good thing.
Are you worried about that?
I don't have any Medi devices, so I'm not worried about it. I am worried about the fact that future ones won't have a port for headsets.
Do you care that you could kill an old person standing next to you in a lineup?
I want to know I have that capacity. Because if that old person needs to die in that moment, I now have an amazing tool to do it. And plausible deniability. I don't know how it happened. He just dropped dead. Meanwhile, I've put my phone on the back of something magnetic, and I will go pick it up when the dust settles.
What do you mean?
It'll stick to a magnetic surface.
The phone will?
Yeah. Or to a metal surface. I'm not sure which way the polarity works on it, but who cares? So you just go, pew, bye-bye, Pops. Click. Wait for the coroners to finish. Go back, pick up your death machine.
What kind of noob stays on the crime scene?
Dude, every killer does, idiot.
No, they come back later. They don't just stand there.
No, the police are expecting them to come back. That's why they get caught. You just stick around.
You just stand over the dead body, the
Just
only
hang
person
out.
there.
Yeah. He's over here. Found him like this. Promise.
So is the iPhone made out of metal?
Yeah, dude. There's got to be metal in there. It's not all plastic.
Well, it wouldn't be magnetic if it was plastic, dum-dum.
Yeah, so why are you asking stupid questions if it's made out of metal?
Aren't magnets...
Where are you going with this? Who cares?
I didn't know this. You idiot.
Is this
we're
how
on a
things
podcast.
work?
Do you want to talk about stuff?
Is this how things work?
Should I just shut up?
Should we take one apart?
This week, we're going to do something different. Every previous episode of the Sewer Baby podcast, we ended with the Sewer Baby of the Week. Not this week. This week, for the first time ever, we are announcing the very first Unsewer Baby of the Week.
Wow.
Yeah. So back in season 1, one of our most devoted viewers, he would send us super chats, encouraging comments. He has turned. He has turned. And the Unsewer Baby of the Week, the first ever Unsewer Baby of the Week, is Nate! You see, I was looking at our old comments. I was just clicking around in the YouTube studio.
Mm-hmm.
Just reminiscing over some old comments, and I saw Nate.
The glory years.
Yeah, the glory years. And I thought, hey, let's see what Nate's up to. Let me click through on his profile, right?
Yeah.
Has he put up videos or something? You know what I mean? What's going on, Nate? How's your life, right? I click through, and the channels he's subscribed to shows. Now, that's a feature you can toggle on and off in your YouTube settings. You can show which channels you're subscribed to or keep that private. He has them public. I looked at the various channels he was subscribed to because he didn't have any videos up. It was the only thing to see. And we weren't on it.
Wow.
He unsubscribed.
Wow.
He unsubscribed and hasn't been seen once in season 2. Not a comment, nothing.
Now, he'll never see this, so he doesn't care.
That's the thing.
But let this be a cautionary tale to the rest of you bastards.
Listen, you sons of bitches. You can't leave the sewer babies. You get jumped out. You get jumped out. Do you understand what I'm saying? By all the sewer babies. As Flash and Laser egg them on. We egg them on from a distance.
To anger them. And then they beat the shit out of you because no one likes egg on them.
Nate, what happened to you? What happened to you?
We'll never know.
Our podcast was the best thing that ever happened to your garbage life.
You're dark shit.
What if he's a person of color?
I said you're, not you.
What if if he's a person of color?
It's the comment stand.
Nate, what happened to you, man? What happened to you?
You know, he's probably asking himself the same question right now as he waits for his next male customer to suck off under a bus lamp somewhere in the dark, shitty depths of wherever he's from.
I'm disappointed, Nate. I'm really disappointed in you. I'm disgusted in you.
We're not shocked or surprised.
I'm shocked.
But
I'm shocked.
Are you really, though?
I really liked Nate. He was very encouraging.
Do you think we let him down? Was he owed a poster and didn't get it?
Well, that would mean you let him down.
I reckon, yeah.
Nate, you broke my heart. And for that, I will kill you. Well, not me. I'll send a sewer baby to do it. So that they go to the big house for it and not me. Because, I mean, just look at me. I can't do time. I'm not going back there. Nate, I hate you. You broke my heart, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I loved you, Nate.
Okay.
I want you to know that all the sewer babies hate you.
None of them do.
And we will kill you.
None of them do, because none of them watched this far into the episode. I don't think anyone will even notice that there wasn't a sewer baby of the week.
Do you think next time, going forward,
Yes.
do you think going forward I should move my threats to the beginning of the show?
Well, we do have a segment called Airing of Grievances for that very same reason.
Right.
In fact, this show should only be an airing of grievance to vent the frustration you have for our lack of success and for our fair-weathered 4,200 subscribers. Just under.
Guys, how do we have just under 4,200 subscribers, but
3 views?
3 views? How does that work? What's the math on that? Can somebody help me out?
It's shit. There's a lot of zeros. We had a comment recently. Today, in fact. Who was it? Who was it says that we should have more views? I didn't see him on the live chat.
Oh, that's right.
Who was it? I'll tell
Something
you.
like Sean Ranklin Jr.
Something like, I think you freaking nailed it.
There's no way.
No joke. Hold on.
Do I have a
One second.
photographic memory?
I think you do. Okay, what do we got here? Yes. Something like Sean Ranklin Jr. It is Sean Ranklin Jr.
Oh my
That, gentlemen and gentlemen, because no chicks ever watch this,
No.
is mind-blowing. That's the new
Wow.
show. You do magical memory tricks. And I confirm names that you pull from the internet.
Yes, that is correct.
Horatio Gonzalez, 9:15 a.m. Correct. He did comment on another much more popular channel.
Oh, Sean Ranklin Jr.
You dark shit.
BLM is going to riot right outside our studio if you keep this up.
BLS?
Black Label Society. Represent.
BTS? Sorry, I was just about to watch the comments. Read the comments? Oh, I'm so impressed by you right now.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Sean Ranklin Jr., you dirty boy. That's just the theme of it, though. That's what it is. You guys need more views. You guys should blow up, this and that. But they don't watch. They don't really care.
Do you know how many times people have left the comment, especially in season 1, you guys are going to blow up soon. Oh my God, I know a year from now you're going to blow up. Oh my God. So then 1 year passes, and what happened over that 1 year?
Nothing.
Negative subscribers.
Yeah.
Negative. Unsubscribes. That was our 1 year of growth. Now, did we put out an episode during that year? No. But that's not the point.
That's the point.
That's not the point, guys. You guys are so obsessed with content. Oh, just put out podcasts regularly. Do more than one podcast a year.
Entertain me. I'm stuck at home. Give me more. Gimme.
God, they're just energy vampires.
Just press rewind and watch it again, just like anything awesome. How many times have we watched freaking Rambo, dude?
Dude, seriously. There's like how many?
So far, 6.
You know what I mean, though, right? How many Matrixes were there? 3. Hey, make another Matrix. That's why you don't have any money, Keanu.
I think they are.
Whose side are you on, idiot?
I'm just saying. Maybe
Do you get
this
my
is a
point?
comment. I do.
Do you get my point?
I do.
Oh, that's actually, I'm glad you bring that up because, okay, they're making another Matrix 25 years later.
Right.
And you realize there will be lineups around the block. People will be 6 feet apart, but there'll be lineups. But if
Theaters are closed, but yeah.
But if we didn't make an episode for 25 years, then put one out, we literally would not have one view because nobody would care we came back.
No one.
Okay?
No one.
And that's my point.
That is the point.
I am Neo.
You just wanted to say that? You move like him.
Oh my God, dude.
Very slow.
Have you seen me dodge bullets?
I'd love to watch.
Who do you think is faster, me or you?
Me.
Are you? Oh my God, you're an idiot. Okay,
Without
that's
question.
it. That's
without
okay,
question.
guys. We'll see you next week.
Without question.
And
So much faster.
he needs some sleep
You will
because
break.
he's having delusions.
You will break.
He's hallucinating right now.
Your body doesn't work. It doesn't function.
Okay, tell me something here.
Yes.
A genius.
Yes.
Supercars that are ridiculously fast.
Yes.
They are constantly in the shop.
Yes.
There's always something going wrong.
Yes.
Because there's so much horsepower. The goddamn bolts are falling off the thing. Do you understand? You're a Prius. You're a fat Prius.
Right.
Okay? I'm a supercar.
No.
I'm a supercar redlining at all times.
No. You're a dirty, filthy old yellow cab that nobody wants to ride in ever again. Parked at the side, covered in rain, shit, and despair. See you guys soon.
What is that beeping?